Our 10th wedding anniversary was on a Saturday in June. I'd made reservations at Bellissimo, the upscale Italian place where I proposed to my wife Jennifer 10 years earlier. The same restaurant. The same table even. I'd called weeks in advance to request it. I bought her a diamond bracelet. Planned to surprise her with a weekend trip to the vineyard she loved. I was going to make it perfect. On Friday afternoon, I left work early to pick up the bracelet from the jeweler. Traffic was light. I made it home by 3 p.m. instead of my usual 6. Jennifer's car was in the driveway. So was a black Mercedes I didn't recognize. I parked on the street and walked up to the house. The front door was unlocked. I heard voices upstairs. Jennifer's laugh. A man's voice, deep and unfamiliar. I stood at the bottom of the stairs, phone in my hand, and started recording audio. Tomorrow night, the man was saying. He made reservations at Bellissimo. Same place he proposed. He thinks it's romantic. Jennifer's voice dripped with mockery. You gonna go? I have to. If I cancel our anniversary dinner, he'll get suspicious. I'll go smile, pretend to love whatever gift he bought, then tell him I'm tired and want to go home early. And then I'll tell him I'm going to bed and drive to your place. Like always. The man laughed. How much longer are you going to keep this up? Not much longer. I'm meeting with a divorce attorney next week. I just need to be strategic about timing. Can't file until after the annual bonus hits his account. That's in August. Smart. How much are we talking? His bonus is usually around $200,000. With a house, his retirement accounts, and spousal support, I should walk away with at least $1 million. And then we can finally be together. Finally. I heard movement. Decided that was enough. I walked back outside quietly, got in my car, and drove to a coffee shop 2 blocks away. Sat there with a cup of coffee I didn't drink and listened to the recording 3 times. Then I called my attorney, Richard Foster. Richard, I need to file for divorce. Immediately. What happened, Tom? I just recorded my wife discussing her affair and her plan to wait until after my bonus to file. She's having an anniversary dinner with me tomorrow while planning to leave me afterward. Send me the recording. I'll have papers drawn up today. Can we serve her tomorrow? At the restaurant. That's unconventional. Are you sure? She's going to sit across from me tomorrow, smile, accept my gift, and pretend to love me while planning to take half of everything I've earned. Yes, I want to serve her at the restaurant. In public. I'll arrange it. What time is your reservation? 7 p.m. Bellissimo on Main Street. I'll have a process server there at 7:30. That gives you time to confront her first if you want. I do want. I sent him the recording. He called back an hour later. Tom, this recording is damning. She admits to the affair, admits to strategic timing for financial gain. In this state, adultery affects asset division. She's not getting anywhere near what she thinks. Good. What about the house? You bought it before the marriage? Yes. 5 years before we met. Then it's separate property. She has no claim. The bonus that hits in August is marital property. But if we file now and she's committed adultery, her share will be significantly reduced. File everything. I want her served tomorrow night. That evening, I went home. Jennifer's car was there. The Mercedes was gone. She was in the kitchen making dinner, humming to herself. Hey, babe, she said when I walked in. You're home early. Light traffic. What are you making? Just pasta. Saving our appetite for tomorrow night. She smiled. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Neither can I. I'm so excited for tomorrow. Bellissimo. Our special place. Me too. I went upstairs, took a shower, and tried to act normal. That night, lying in bed next to her, I felt nothing. No anger. No sadness. Just a cold clarity. She was already gone. Had been gone for who knows how long. Tomorrow I was just making it official. Saturday morning, Jennifer was cheerful. Made breakfast, talked about how she was going to get her hair done, what dress she was planning to wear. What time should I be ready? She asked. Reservation is at 7. We should leave by 6:30. Perfect. This is going to be such a special night. It definitely will be. I spent the day preparing. Called the restaurant. Spoke to the manager. Mr. Harrison, we have your table ready for tonight. The one you proposed at. Thank you. One more thing. A process server will be coming in around 7:30. I need you to let him approach our table without interference. Silence on the other end. Then, is everything all right, sir? I'm serving my wife with divorce papers. At our anniversary dinner. At the table where I proposed. More silence. That's I understand, sir. We'll accommodate your request. Thank you. And please don't mention this to anyone on staff. I don't want getting back to my wife somehow. Of course. We'll be discreet. At 6:30, Jennifer came downstairs in a blue dress, hair and makeup perfect. She looked beautiful. How do I look? She asked, spinning. Beautiful. Like always. We drove to the restaurant. Made small talk about work, friends, the weather. Surface conversation. Nothing real. The restaurant was elegant. Candles on every table, soft music, the smell of garlic and wine. The host led us to our table. The same corner table where I'd gotten down on one knee 10 years ago. Champagne to start? The server asked. Please, Jennifer said. We're celebrating. 10-year anniversary. I added. Congratulations. I'll bring your champagne right away. We ordered food. Jennifer reached across the table and took my hand. 10 years, she said. Can you believe it? Barely. I love you, Tom. I know I don't say it enough, but I do. The lie came out so smoothly. So practiced. I got you something, I said, pulling out the jewelry box. Her eyes lit up. Tom, you didn't have to. Open it. She did. The diamond bracelet sparkled in the candlelight. Oh my God. Tom, this is beautiful. This must have cost a fortune. You're worth it. She put it on, admiring how it looked on her wrist. I love it. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Our food arrived. We ate. She talked about redecorating the living room. About a vacation she wanted to take next year. Plans she had no intention of keeping. At 7:25, I saw the process server enter the restaurant. He was exactly as Richard had described. Tall, professional looking, carrying an envelope. He spotted our table and made his way over. Jennifer Harrison? He asked when he reached us. Jennifer looked up, confused. Yes. You've been served. He handed her the envelope and walked away. She stared at the envelope. What is this? Open it. She did. Pulled out the divorce papers. Read the first page. Looked at me in shock. Is this a joke? No joke. I'm divorcing you. On our anniversary? At the restaurant where you proposed. Seemed appropriate. This is where our marriage started. Might as well be where it ends. Tom, what are you talking about? We're fine. We're happy. Are we? Because yesterday afternoon, when you thought I was at work, you were home with your boyfriend. Discussing how you're going to divorce me after my bonus hits. Planning how to take half of everything I've earned. All color drained from her face. You were home. I came home early. Heard the whole conversation. Recorded it, actually. Want to hear? I pulled out my phone. Played the recording just loud enough for her to hear. Her own voice. I'll go smile, pretend to love whatever gift he bought, then tell him I'm tired. I stopped it. Should I keep playing? Or have you heard enough? People at nearby tables were starting to stare. Jennifer noticed. Can we talk about this outside? She whispered. No. You want to sit here and pretend to celebrate our anniversary while planning to leave me. Let's finish the meal. Tom, please. Let me explain. Explain what? The affair you've been having? The plan to wait for my bonus? The mockery in your voice when you talked about this dinner? It's not what you think. It's exactly what I think. You've been cheating. You've been planning to divorce me strategically for maximum financial gain. And tonight, you sat here, put on that bracelet, and lied to my face. Tears started running down her cheeks. I made a mistake. I was confused. It didn't mean anything. You discussed divorce strategy with your boyfriend. You planned timing around my bonus. That's not confusion. That's calculation. The server appeared, looking uncomfortable. Is everything all right? We're fine, I said. Just discussing our divorce. Can we get the check? He nodded and hurried away. Jennifer was crying harder now. Everyone's staring. Let them stare. You were happy to sit here and smile while lying to me. Now you can sit here while everyone sees who you really are. I never meant to hurt you. You meant to take half of everything I own. You meant to wait until after my bonus. You just didn't mean to get caught. The check came. I paid it. Left a generous tip because none of this was the server's fault. I'm leaving now, I said, standing up. My attorney's number is in the divorce papers. Contact him if you want to negotiate. Otherwise, I'll see you in court. Tom, wait. Please. Where am I supposed to go? I assumed to your boyfriend's place. That's where you were planning to go tonight anyway, right? After you pretended to be tired. She didn't answer. I walked out of the restaurant. Got in my car and drove home. Sat in my driveway for 20 minutes. Engine off, just breathing. Then I went inside, packed Jennifer's clothes into suitcases, and put them in the garage. Change the locks on all the doors. Called a friend. Hey Mike, can I come stay with you for a few days? I just served my wife with divorce papers and I don't want to be here when she tries to come home. Of course, man. Come over now. I grabbed a bag and left. Jennifer called 14 times that night. I didn't answer. She sent texts. Please talk to me. I'm so sorry. I made a terrible mistake. Where are my things? How could you lock me out of my own home? I responded once. Your things are in the garage. The house is in my name, bought before our marriage. You can arrange to pick up your belongings through your attorney. The divorce moved quickly. Richard had the recording, had evidence of her affair, had her own words admitting to strategic timing. Her attorney tried to argue she deserved half the house. Richard showed the deed, proving I bought it 5 years before we met. They tried to argue she deserved half my bonus. Richard argued that her admitted plan to time the divorce around the bonus showed manipulation and bad faith. The judge agreed and reduced her claims significantly. They tried to argue she deserved alimony. Richard played the recording of her discussing the affair. The judge denied alimony based on adultery. 3 months after our anniversary dinner, the divorce was final. Jennifer got her personal belongings, her car, and $20,000. That was it. I kept the house, my retirement accounts, my bonus, and everything else. She moved in with her boyfriend. I heard through mutual friends that the relationship fell apart within 2 months. Apparently, he'd been more interested in her pending $1 million settlement than in her. When he found out she was getting almost nothing, he ended it. Jennifer moved into a small apartment, got a job at a real estate office making commission. I stayed at Mike's for a month, then moved back into my house. Started renovating. New paint, new furniture, made it feel like mine again. 6 months after the divorce, I met someone. Her name was Rachel. She was a veterinarian, straightforward and honest. On our 3rd date, she asked about my divorce. What happened? I caught my wife planning to divorce me right after my annual bonus hit. She was having an affair, planning the timing strategically for maximum financial gain. I recorded her discussing it and served her divorce papers at our anniversary dinner. Rachel's eyes widened. At your anniversary dinner? At the restaurant where I proposed. Seemed fitting. I don't know whether to say that's brutal or brilliant. Can it be both? Absolutely. What did she do? Cried. Made excuses. Got almost nothing in the divorce because of the affair and the recording. Good. She deserved that. I thought you'd think I was cruel. Cruel would be staying with someone who was using you. You protected yourself. That's smart, not cruel. A year after the divorce, Rachel and I bought a house together. Both our names on the deed. Equal investment. This feels right, she said the day we closed. Building something together from the start. Agreed. 2 years after serving Jennifer divorce papers at Bellissimo, I got an email from her. Tom, I know I don't have a right to ask, but I wanted to apologize. What I did was wrong. I was selfish and stupid. You deserve better. I hope you found happiness. Jennifer. I read it once and deleted it. Rachel saw me. Was that her? Yeah. Apologizing. Are you going to respond? No. That chapter's closed. Good answer. 3 years after the anniversary dinner, I got a new annual bonus. Bigger than the one Jennifer had been waiting for. I used it to take Rachel on a trip to Italy. We got engaged in Rome. I want a prenup, she said when I proposed. Why? Because I never want you to worry that I'm with you for your money. I have my own career, my own savings. I want us to be partners, not one person supporting the other. I love you. I love you too. So let's do this right. We got married a year later, with a prenup that we both read, discussed, and signed. 5 years after the divorce, I ran into Jennifer at a grocery store. She looked tired, older. Tom. Hi. Jennifer. How are you? Good. You? I'm okay. Working. Living. That's good. I heard you got married again. Congratulations. Thank you. I'm happy for you. Really. You deserve someone who appreciates you. I found her. I'm sorry for what I did. For all of it. I know. I got your email. You didn't respond. There wasn't anything to say. You apologized. I moved on. That's enough. Can I ask you something? Sure. Did you plan it? Serving me at the restaurant? Or was it spontaneous? I planned it. From the moment I heard that recording, I planned every detail. The timing, the location, everything. Why there? Why our anniversary? Because you're going to sit there and lie to my face. Accept my gift. Pretend to love me. All while planning to leave me for money. I wanted you to know that I knew. that I'd always known, that your plan failed. It worked. I felt humiliated. You humiliated yourself when you had an affair and planned to use me for my bonus. I just made sure everyone saw what I saw. She nodded slowly. I deserved it. You did. Are you happy now? With your new wife? Very. She loves me for me, not for what I can give her. Then I'm glad. Truly. She walked away. I finished my shopping and went home to Rachel, who was making dinner. You'll never guess who I saw at the store. Jennifer. How'd you know? Lucky guess. How was it? Fine. She apologized again. Said she was happy for us. Do you believe her? I don't really care either way. She's not part of my life anymore. Good. 10 years after that anniversary dinner at Bellissimo, Rachel and I had 2 kids. A house we'd bought together. Careers we both loved. I thought about that night sometimes. Walking into the restaurant knowing what I was going to do. Watching Jennifer open the divorce papers in the same spot where I'd proposed. Some people said it was cruel, that I could have handled it privately. But those people hadn't heard the recording. Hadn't heard her mocking our anniversary. Hadn't heard her planning to take half of everything I'd worked for. Jennifer had made a plan. Smile, accept the gift, pretend to be tired, go to her boyfriend, wait for the bonus, file for divorce, take the money. I just executed a better plan faster. She'd wanted to use our anniversary as cover for her betrayal. I'd used it as the stage for her exposure. The bracelet I'd given her that night, she'd had to return it as part of the divorce settlement. Jewelry given during the marriage was marital property. She'd worn it for exactly 45 minutes. From when I gave it to her until I served her the papers. Now it was in a drawer somewhere, a reminder of the night her plan fell apart. I didn't keep it for revenge. I kept it as a reminder. A reminder that trust is earned, not assumed. That people show you who they are, if you pay attention. That strategic kindness isn't kindness at all. And that sometimes the best revenge is just showing someone exactly who they are at exactly the wrong time. Jennifer had planned to make a fool of me at our anniversary dinner. I just made sure she saw herself clearly instead. She'd wanted to toast to 10 years while planning to leave. I'd handed her divorce papers at the table where I'd promised forever. The irony was perfect. The justice was complete. And the life I built afterward, that was the real victory. Not the divorce. Not the money I kept. Not even the public exposure. The real victory was finding someone who'd never dream of doing what Jennifer did. Someone who'd say, I want a prenup to protect both of us. Someone who'd build a life with me instead of planning to take one from me. That was worth more than any anniversary dinner. More than any bracelet. More than any revenge. Rachel and I celebrated our 5th anniversary last month. We went to a different Italian restaurant. Made new memories. Built new traditions. And I've never been happier. Jennifer got what she planned for others. I got what I built for myself. And that made all the difference.